I'm good. How are
Roll
you?
call members.
Chairperson Gary Roth.
Here.
Kelly Smelsley.
Here.
Lauren Smothers.
Yeah.
John Carroll.
Here.
Mark Buckeye.
Here.
Tyler Whitehall. Barbara Boswell Peterson. Some Ayers in game.
Here.
And Eric Bennett.
We had it perfect last time, but we
We
didn't
did,
have a
didn't we?
quorum. It's all good.
Approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the August minutes.
You said the
I'm
agenda.
on the agenda.
Okay.
I'll make a motion
I'll
to
make
approve
a
the agenda.
There you go. I
Got
second
a
that.
motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the minutes.
There you go. Make
No,
a motion.
No, you can do it.
I'm just so excited we finally get August out of the way. So I jumped the gun.
I know.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll
Have a
second.
motion, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public Works report. I was really hoping he'd be here.
Maybe we need-
All right, old business, master plan, committee report. Fundraising committee. Trail committee.
Yeah, this is the problem this time of year is that a lot of things come to a halt.
Playground committee.
Well, I've been looking into pump tracks.
There's what?
Pump tracks again. I don't know if you all remember when Ashley brought it up.
Yeah.
They're so popular and there's not a lot to them and you can get them in all different sizes. And I think we have a perfect position for that placement and stuff. So I'm just starting to look into that. Okay. It doesn't have anything to do with playground, but it can be played upon and it is on the ground.
Where are you? Down by
Well-
the state park? That's where, yeah.
It would make the most sense.
Yes.
Well, that's one place, for instance, and then also, I mean, I wouldn't want to get into our master plan of the big part, but, and that's way down the road, just first, just check into it. And I'm going to get with Ashley again, because she did a lot of research on that. And we went to a little one up in St. Louis, and my little Charlie, who's not even 3, just loved it. And it was packed. And it's virtually, this was on concrete, and a lot of them are on, have different materials made out of it. This was just a really simple concrete one. And it was just very popular. And I thought, we need something like this. Yeah. so-
Worthwhile.
Yeah. And it would be something pretty easy, low maintenance. Just, it'd be an easy,
What's it called again?
it's called a pump track.
Pump track.
Yeah. And you're usually, it's mainly just inertia is keeping you going on this wide path on a bike. You can pedal if you want, but also once you get going, it just starts going and you can make them as big as you want, as steep as you want, or whatever. But
And what kind of bicycle or what would you use on it? Is it a bicycle?
yes, or you could use any kind of wheels.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yes,
Could it be?
but-
It could be anything. Okay.
Yes. And you just use the respect of the trail,
Yeah.
But I think that would be kind of cool.
How much space does it take?
It depends on how big you want your track. So it can be, this one was pretty small. I should have taken measurements, but say it was probably as big as where the chairs are to there,
Oh, that's
to that
pretty
wall.
small.
It was just a small one. It was like a thought to adjacent to a smaller age playground. So smaller kids were on it. And then I've seen them also as big as huge, like almost trail size. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's kind of cool. So I want to look into that more. That's what I
That
was
would be
saying.
fun.
It would be fun.
Bathroom committee.
I'd like to try.
Well, that's it in the
I didn't bring that paper back with me. Or it was in our report, wasn't it? How much the cost of the bathroom has increased? And the time period on it increased,
But were we not locked in? No, we weren't.
because the board hadn't approved it until October 1st and we need budget.
Okay.
But I think for $82,000, we could build masonry ones in place cheaper than that.
What was the previous number in the 50s, wasn't it?
Well, it was 100 and,
For 2 of them.
There's 120 something.
it was 160,000 was allocated
Right.
for 2 of them, but that was with the concrete, the plumbing,
and then bringing them
The
in, setting
one,
up.
just one now to buy the building's 82,000. That's a big jump. I think it was like a 30% increase. He either told me or I read.
Well, on the back of this sheet here, this one was, see the
Oh,
price
there
up
it
at the
is.
top
Yeah.
left, the 65,000.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then it jumped to,
And
oh,
now,
that was the base, and then adding in come up to
Yep.
82,000.
Yes.
So that would be that. I don't know what the, I thought it was like a 30% increase or something.
So is this something we need to lock now before it jumps another 20% by May? I mean, how do we go about doing that? The way everything is going, it will continue to go up.
and when you were talking about doing it, what did you just say? It would
A
be cheaper.
masonry, a brick block, like Main Street bathroom downtown.
Right, but this includes the fixtures, the everything,
right.
and everything. I mean,
I mean,
I still don't know why you couldn't build both of them for that.
mhm,
If you got the right person to do it, I'm sure.
yeah,
Or if we could allocate that money for bathrooms and build the corporate pavilion and use it as them for the bathroom.
no, that's gonna cost a lot more than that to build it probably.
Why not? But I mean, because the bathroom part,
Oh, right.
well, what is going on with this?
So it
I
says-
thought this was just like ready to go.
Well, apparently, I thought it was too. I thought we were locked in. That's why.
We all thought we,
But, so this from Happy, it says, you know, we could go ahead and lock in on the one and put it up by the big pavilion. And then you'd have the other, well, then you had the other 57,000, he said, for playground equipment. That's an option too.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to make some committed and then if we have the money that's left over from the 160, we can try to build one of our own with that.
Right, but won't we also get an allocation for next year that we could take and roll over
Well, I would
this?
think.
if you guys flip the page, there's a letter from Happy to.
No, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, okay,
Right, that's what I was looking at.
yeah.
Well, and he's saying too, the cost for the restroom with the exterior drinking fountain is now 82,418 and does not include concrete, plumbing,
Right,
or electrical.
that would cost the additional 20,000.
So 102.
So we went from 160 to 204. Basically what we did, 42,000, yeah.
Right.
Gary, every bit of 30% increase.
Well, can we cosmetically make?
But on construction, I don't think that is that unusual
Oh,
No, I don't.
in
it's
this day and age.
not. So we've been
My
working on-
instinct says to nail this thing, and then if we have money left over, then try to build one of our own.
Or even, like I said, if we get, and that's my question, is this other 57,000, is this money that we can roll over next year, or is this gonna have to be spent?
Gary, can we get a second bathroom for 57 using your method?
I can try to get some prices. I mean, it costs nothing for that,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
I agree with John. I say we nail at least the one bathroom by
Right.
the big pavilion like he's recommending over here.
And that way we at least have something, and then we can
Right,
scramble, see how to spend this 57.
right. Well, I mean, he says, you know, we could use it for playground equipment. Correct.
Right.
Which might not be a bad idea then, but I mean, so when are we gonna end up getting additional funds for the other bathroom? That'd be my,
Well, at least will be one there.
no,
And
right.
one
But I
there
mean,
while they're building this
Right.
one too, so.
well, yeah,
57.
We don't want any funds to lapse.
No, right, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so do we make a motion?
Well, what is the are you okay with that, or?
Yeah,
You want to go with Happy's recommendation? Or do you want, I mean, because he's recommending we maybe use the other 57,000 for playground equipment.
Or something, yeah.
or something.
Or something.
I don't think we need to decide that tonight.
So we need to make a motion to spend the 102,000 to lock in.
For the
a
one, lock
bathroom.
in that one, right, I agree.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
I
second.
will say, yeah, we'll
Got
say.
a motion and a second, they would do a roll call.
Gary Roth,
Yes.
Shelley Smelsley. Yes. Lauren Smothers,
Yes.
John Carroll,
Yes.
Mark Buckeye.
Yes,
Samir Zugave.
Yes,
Everybody else absent.
All right,
we're good.
that took care of that.
Talking about bathroom, is our Johnny on the spot gone?
Yeah, I
or
was gonna ask that question.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's still there.
It's still there.
it's still there, so, okay.
You wanna leave it another month? or
Yes,
go ahead?
please.
I think we would.
We
because
use
We're
it.
gonna get some warmer days.
Yeah, there's a bunch of 50s coming. I mean,
Even
people
if-
are still going out,
Yeah.
moving around.
And even if you go down there and play in the snow, I mean, just because it's cold doesn't mean,
Yeah,
well, I go there quite often and every time I go, I'm using it or someone else is using it. So it definitely gets used. And by the looks of it, no one's messing with it.
No, I don't,
Yeah.
knock on wood, I don't think.
I don't think many people mess around down there anyway, do they?
Yeah, because it's kind of hardish because it's more of a neighborhood. So I
Yeah,
think there's some
right.
people that keep an eye on it more than,
so do we need to
Well,
pinpoint a
it's
day, like the week before Christmas, come and get it, or keep it till December 30? I don't,
Well, let's just let it ride.
Let's let it ride for now, yeah.
Maybe even if we don't have a meeting, we can.
at least it's there.
yeah.
I'd rather it be there and not be used than not be there. It's-
Yeah.
How about if we authorize you to decide when it needs to be taken down and you
Oh,
call
put
it?
it on me.
Well, I mean,
I don't care.
that
That's
would,
fine.
that's as good a way to make that decision
Right, it
as
is.
any.
And we would be agreed upon whatever you decide.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Was there a specific day where we got it? Like, did we get it on the 16, 17, second, third to work, complete that
Then we
month?
got it at the end of the month.
Right.
They have to
Okay.
talk to us.
right. I mean, we do have internet. If anybody has any
Right.
questions, you can always reach out and say, hey, what do you guys
Some of
think?
you do.
I don't speak of internet.
Yeah, it's not something we both on, so.
Some of them.
Some of us.
But I mean, we have phone numbers, so.
I just don't associate Johnny on the spots with the internet. I
You
didn't
got
see
any
the
pigeons
connection there.
Wow.
That's fine.
Is it first?
Yeah.
And on down another note. No.
Okay, that's great.
New business.
How much money do we have? Do we know that answer?
You know,
Is that what it is? I'm just curious.
Well, if you look at the infrastructure, it looks like we have a lot of it.
mhm.
But that has that 160,000 in it. The bathroom. I don't know what all else, I mean, the tower money should be in there.
Is that the 11,400 rent proceeds?
So I really don't know what to do. Dave, you know? How much more money we have to spend?
All together.
That 160 is capital. You have to back that out.
Right.
That 160 is capital.
So,
Did you need it?
so it takes the 160 out of that 312
Yeah.
or out of the 310. Oops, sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the budget, I'm sorry.
Is it there, or is it in that infrastructure?
The 160 is transferred in. If this is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Looks like there's a grant there, but that's trail, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm answering your question.
Shouldn't that show up, if that's showing in, shouldn't it show up in a line item somewhere that it's in here,
What's that?
that 160?
I show it as a transfer in under 2004-4900.
Yeah.
Right.
It's on page 1.
Yeah, it's a one line,
But if it's coming in, no, wouldn't it show up as one of the expense line item?
It's probably budgeted.
The 8045? I mean, 8,000?
Yes. It's probably part of that. That's probably grant, restrooms and
Right,
any other improvements. I mean, the trail, the restrooms.
right. 70 back to it.
So you see where he's looking,
Yeah, I'm with it.
that your answer your question.
Yes.
Does that change after the 2024?
uh-huh. Good.
Stays the same going into 2024?
Oh, you're talking about the money coming in?
2024 budget started October 1.
Right. So this,
And this is
Current.
2024.
yeah.
Is that answer your question?
No, I'm good, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good.
I've lost a year.
You know, that's current.
Seems like 2023 just, you
So, a blur. This is current, we don't get.
know, like the COVID,
Money.
it just supposed, I don't know. Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like October was a blur.
Yeah, every month is busy, and I'm sick of saying, well, the only thing I get that, but I mean, it just seems like it's extremely, the time is really fast. Full moons are coming faster.
Uh,
It was beautiful last night, rising. Okay, so where are we?
New business.
Yes, John.
At our August meeting, we talked about Valley Spring Park and some improvements to the trail there and some improvements to the vegetation. Is any of that moving forward or?
That's why I was so confused with this, I had to answer some questions.
Well-
The 2 trees that I've been working on for 8 months are still standing there.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know what's so hard about removing those.
Well, he marked them. And, you don't want to leave those kind of marks longer than you have to because it creates a
Liability?
kind of a, it can sometimes create a little bit of a negative
Right.
PR image. And I was just wondering if,
Never heard of it.
And Gary asked unofficially last month.
Mm-hmm.
well, I thought it was a good discussion and I thought we
Yeah.
had a good
Yeah.
field trip.
Yep, I agree.
I hate to see it wasted.
Well,
Of
and
course,
there's,
we've done it 2 years ago. But
Yeah, but this,
we're going on year 3 now. And the same ones were marked. And there's some marked in the big park as well. I noticed the other day walking there. And I'm like, quit marking if you're not gonna, follow through with it. Maybe I can reach
Did
out
we
to
have a
them.
final decision on taking care of the lower part again?
Well,
The bottom?
I think right now, let's worry about those trees.
Yeah.
But
That
I
means
personally,
like Spring rolls back around.
because it's just a hot mess down there. And I think it needs to be
Well,
cleaned
what
up.
I've heard from a lot of people is, they take pictures on that bridge,
Uh-huh.
that's the backdrop now is weeds.
Well,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just a lot. And when we have these groups that want to do work, they come in without any guidance from anybody. They just start like, and there's a lot of honeysuckle growing that they could have been pulling out, that all up there along that upper path.
All that invasive stuff.
Yeah, it's still there. They just kind of clean up and mulch, but we have plenty of people that would like to help. And if we had a plan, especially that lower part, that bridge, was that not an Eagle Scout project a long
I
time
believe
ago?
so.
Because it's
I don't
needing,
remember.
it's needing some
I
maintenance.
don't know if it's happened yet, but Mississippi Line did get back in touch with me, that little block structure,
Oh, okay.
is they're coming in to take that down
Oh, that'll be an improvement.
and cap that shaft back off.
Aren't
Okay.
some murals painted on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but their best buy date has passed.
Oh, okay.
We tried cleaning them several years ago and it did no good, but
Okay.
that's Mississippi Line's their shaft, so.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's not like an eyesore left and they kind of do something to, what's it gonna look like when they remove that? Just,
The way he talked, they would cap it off and it would be covered back with dirt. So,
because it's right there at the trailhead
Right.
and connected to the parking lot, really. So, and that's when you first come in. That might be a whole nother project too, once that's all leveled out, to put something there or something.
Right.
Instead of just weird grass growing and being weeds. I also noticed, God, I wish this wasn't on camera, that,
You are.
I wish this was, when we have big events up in the park, we like to get rental monies off the pavilion and stuff. And
They're supposed to do that.
Valley Springs Park is one of our parks too. We don't have any rental fees on that.
Oh.
When tailgating parties are hosted or food trucks are pulled in there for football games or anything like that.
Place was packed. on
It was very
Saturday morning.
packed.
Oh,
and-
right.
Yeah, it was packed. At 9 a.m. they were already in there, and which is great. I'm glad that park is there for that use. Were the bathrooms open still? That's good. I was just curious about that.
Was there a food truck?
There was somebody, yeah, there was definitely, did you see that, Red?
Well, I think so.
I heard they had a taco bar, whatever that is.
Well, some kind of fee for a commercial operation like that would seem appropriate.
I don't think this was someone's trailer that they just pulled out of their yard. It looked, and I didn't see it because I was driving past it, mind you. But there was definitely more than
If
just
it's
your run of the
family
mill.
tailgating, that's one thing. But
Correct.
if it's a guy selling out of a food truck, that's a little different. And nothing
And-
wrong with it, but
Right,
why don't we get a
something.
fee?
Because don't they usually have to get permits to do that? Or-
I don't know.
And it might have been maybe one of Valley's pork burger trailers that they pull behind
I didn't
too.
get there
even-
till 12:45 for a 1 o'clock gate. So I didn't, I just heard the place was packed.
It was packed. I just don't know what goes on there. That's all. I was just
Do they use a generator or are they plugging it in?
I was driving by at 45, the speed limit by there. So it's hard to see when you're driving 45 miles per hour.
Or it's only 35, but
Oh, I meant, that's what I meant to say.
She made
Is there a
25.
place or something to like that to plug in? They're like,
Usually,
Oh, there's all
food
kinds of
trucks
electric
have
up
their
there.
own power.
oh, okay.
And it might not be a food, it might not, I don't know. I was just curious.
You just want to know if we can't collect a fee for the pavilion down there. I would say, ask Pam. She would know if we're supposed
That
to.
would be worth asking. Under revenue, it says park permit fees.
That's what
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what it
triggered
is.
that.
Yeah, kind of looking, what do people pay to use the big pavilion? Like,
I have no idea.
We raised it up from, it was like ridiculous, $25. I think it's 50. You might know this.
I can get it. It's, if you're a resident, it's one price. If you're not, it's another price. One's like $100, they get 50 back, and the other one's like a little higher.
It's around that
Yeah.
area.
yeah, I think it's like $50 deposit, $50 rental for a resident.
okay. I'm looking at $200. I was just curious, is that like 4 different groups or 2 different
Yeah,
groups?
I think it was. I
Probably
mean, there
4
was
different groups.
different graduation parties,
And
birthday
it's not
parties.
that you have to rent it,
Yeah,
but if you do rent it, it guarantees you it.
Right.
you will get it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Mark asked me earlier, I was gonna have them pick up all them pumpkins down there tomorrow and get rid of them at Main Street Park. And get a hold of Paul and get in there and get that straw before Thursday when it rains.
Does anybody want the pumpkins still for goat's feed, whatever? Should we? Because, I mean, there were people all over were asking for
Ask for
people's old
pumpkins.
pumpkins. Maybe we could put
It's
it out
good
there.
food for pigs, I know
Well,
that.
pigs, deer,
And chickens.
whatever.
and-
anything.
Put them up front, put a free sign next to them, they'll disappear in half an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
really.
don't we post that
People take stuff.
and have a deadline, and then, when did you say you wanted them out of there?
Well, I was just gonna have them get him out of there tomorrow, so Paul can get that straw, but we can just set them off.
Wait, what is this, when is the parade stuff?
Saturday.
This coming
Saturday.
weekend? And today is Monday. Why don't we like post something and say, come and get them
I
by,
may have them, hang on, just give me, keep
okay.
talking. I'll
When,
find out.
maybe,
He
come and
knows,
get them
he
by
knows a guy who
Wednesday.
knows
First
a
time I ever
guy.
said that to her, isn't it?
Keep talking.
Maybe we can like say, come by before Wednesday. Otherwise, then we would remove them. If we wait any longer, closer to the parade, that would not be a good idea, I don't think, because people who would be interested might not come and whatever. At least by Wednesday, they would have time. And I would think anybody that would really like some for free would jump on that. And I could help float them up to where were you gonna go with them? Just to the dump? See that let's put a word out
It'd
first.
be nice to have them go to some use.
Yes. Or we have.
Are they
pumpkin-
soft already or
No.
Yeah, let's,
they're not rotten yet?
No,
They're still good.
Somebody will take them.
I
Okay.
hope so.
I do too.
Every farm used to have a few pigs and a few this and that, and they'd be gone like this.
Mm-hmm.
But
We could put it
nobody
on
does that anymore.
our park page, and if anyone's watching this evening, feel free to grab pumpkins from Main Street Park.
There you
Thank you.
Jeez.
get that, Charlie?
They'll be gone by the time Mark gets home.
I know.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe.
There's so many
Swarming
viewers.
down there now.
There's so many viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since we don't have a meeting in December, are we gonna do a Christmas? Yeah, almost that's a business.
No, it's not business. Just something we've always done, just
Okay.
to do.
I mean, we can set it if we're good.
And we can talk about that after.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep this rolling.
Yeah. I know this is way down the road, but is our town doing anything for the eclipse?
That was going to be on my new
I
business.
heard
It's April 8th.
Part of a committee.
It's April 8th.
something.
Happy's been on a committee that's organizing, an event, I guess you would call it, at the, community center.
Yeah, he had said that Sandra had taken good notes.
Yes, and I believe, Brad Arnold's on that committee, Tina, Kreitler, they are working on having space available, having food trucks, things of that nature.
And you said they wouldn't have it where? Up at the community center?
I believe so, and I think they were talking about, possibly a band, but that was gonna be on Sunday. I think the eclipse is on
Monday. I was just
Also, I
wondering.
want to let you know the tree cutting bid was about a week and a half ago. Todd Faulkner had the low bid, and that is on the agenda for approval for the December Alderman.
And that would be for the trees that we marked at Valley Spring or?
Yeah, and I think there's an additional few, but yeah.
Well,
Is there only one meeting in December? The first one?
The second Thursday, so that's the 14th.
it might be worth mentioning that the
Yes.
Foundation for Restoration of St. Genevieve contracted with that same firm to do tree work in the cemetery,
Oh, yes.
and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Well,
It is the 14th.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Anybody have any other new business?
Nothing except that eclipse would be a good opportunity to show off our park, you know,
Yeah, that's-
paint up there. It's just so iffy because it's an outdoor event in the spring and it's rained out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's where you,
I know my Airbnb's already booked 4 days.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff happening at the community center. There's no way for us to do something at the city park, is there?
Well, you
Not
need
to take
committee, you
away-
need volunteers, you need people to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, we could do whatever we want with that big old park, and it's a great view. There's no obstruction.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised City wouldn't do something down there.
Yeah, be kind of fun. But like I said, you plan all this stuff and it's cloudy or
I
rain.
mean, it's just Mother Nature's house.
It's not like you can pre-sell tickets. Yeah,
Right.
they're like,
Right.
Yeah. I believe
have
the
this, like,
last time we had
virtual-
one was 7 years ago.
What, last year?
Well,
No, the big
big
one.
one. I thought people called our school and said if they can have like spots
Oh, yeah.
to park and be able to look.
I don't know if this one is as big as that
This is
one. Do you
bigger.
think?
We're not on the
Center line in
that-
2017.
I thought didn't we just have the big one last year?
But still, you know, we're close enough.
We're still in the half total.
13.
Totality.
There you go. Total.
And I thought when that other one happened that there wasn't gonna be another one for, is this already it?
15.
They said like 2048.
That's what I thought.
It
It
was
was
just
like,
13.
I thought it was just the last couple of years.
I'm like, I know time's going fast, but really did 40 years just fly?
Yeah, the same day.
We got bumped off kilter a little bit.
Well, that'd be,
Well, the last one was a big deal. I
it
mean,
was huge. We were slammed.
I found out I had friends I didn't even know.
Like winning the lottery. Like, hey, uncle.
Is Perryville more of a direct line with it? Because supposed to be, it was advertising. I'm thinking, what's the difference between
I
Perryville
think
and
it's
us?
even a little more south than that.
I think so. I think Cape Girardeau may be very near the center.
And I think some people learned from the last one that didn't jump on the bandwagon last time are jumping on it for this time. Like, and really, even if you're 20 miles off the center line, it's not that much, is it? When you're, you know, when you're looking
I
at
think
this.
it just decreases the amount of time. I mean, you have whatever,
Right.
a minute 30 instead of 2 minutes.
Right.
Correct. It's supposed to be something.
Well, you can sell t-shirts. I was thinking about that eclipse on the way in here too. That would be kind of fun, but it's
Well,
a
both
lot of,
schools are out.
it's,
We're not in session.
We're gonna mess
Well,
up.
it's
that may be
Easter,
thing,
isn't it?
I don't know, it'd be a money raiser kind of thing, but to offer it to schools to come up there and park,
Oh, we just have like,
buses and easy in and out.
I would assume, or I would guess maybe, that the park's gonna probably be packed already. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know how it was that last time, but didn't they have a bunch of people up there last time
at our park or at,
at the park?
I can't, I don't know. I think everyone we served was coming from
In the center?
community center, but that's all they knew about. That was the only place that was publicized.
Right.
We had discussed like gridding it out
Right.
on the soccer fields and stuff, but that just seems so ridiculous to me. Like, okay, you're at grid number A4, like playing Battleship, you know?
But you would almost have to do that. I think that's crazy. People need to know where to go.
But why
Right.
can't you just all communally just sit and watch this beautiful thing happening instead of having yours squared off at $20? You know, I mean, I know that's how you make money, but why wouldn't you just charge it like an entrance when you drive into
Then
the
you have
park?
people fighting over that's my spot. And just the way people are. I'm just saying.
It'd be interesting to see what other people, what did they do at the community center? I was working, so I don't know.
I don't think when they did the community center last time, didn't they just grid the like that all out up there?
Oh, yeah,
They
right.
did.
Yeah.
yes, I did.
But they had the whole field. I think that was before the ball field and the playground.
Right.
They had that whole field gridded off.
And so they like, was registration, you walked up and you said, my name, I've already got a
Like you were
reservation?
saying, like, you're in A12.
And did they pre-reserve?
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
I did.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of
I'm gonna be over in Chester.
footwork.
Yes.
Keep it all straight.
And then we could just have the park, like, pay $10 to drive in, sit anywhere you like. It's a
Kind of
thought.
like a rock concert.
Exactly. It's a general admission. Trample.
We did have a lot of out-of-town people, a lot of foreign states.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, from
Downtown
all
was
over.
Yeah.
packed.
It was crazy.
So again, I anticipate that will happen.
Egypt.
Huh?
We had people from Egypt in our store.
Wow.
Really?
We had people from all of, all of those people, and we only had one set of crabby people. I mean, because it was just so overwhelming. Everybody
Oh, yeah.
came at the same time because it got over and then everybody was
Yep.
hungry and they just it flooded us. And it was just so neat because everybody had just witnessed this. It's just this.
Out of body experience.
Yeah, I mean, literally, everybody was just so happy and kind and nice, except they, you know,
Now feed me.
yeah, it's like, go back out and look at that. The t-shirts sold like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could not keep enough of them in stock. So that'd be a good moneymaker. We need to have an eclipse meeting. Eclipse meeting.
How about a motion to adjourn?
I have a motion.
What is he here for? You're just
He's just
here?
listening.
No?
Answer the budget question. Thank you.
I have a motion.
A second.
I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?